we have this capacity to feel deeply for others, we very naturally, we lose sight of ourselves in that process, because we become like a mirror for everybody else. And we're working so hard to manage their emotions around us, especially when we're children, that we lose sight of what our feelings even are. And so often, that was certainly my experience when it came time for me to talk about my feelings and talk about what was going on with me. I so often didn't know. And, when I started really learning about what you will hear me say again and again, the importance of getting to know yourself and finding out who you really are outside of your struggles, and in addition to everything you've been through, that was something I really struggled with. Is like, I don't know what I like. I don't even know what I want to eat for dinner. No idea. I've just been so used to people pleasing and protecting everybody else that I couldn't tell you. And it really didn't matter to me. That was what really confused me, was like, I just felt like a shell. It was like, you tell me, and I'll be it. It's easier that way. And so I think that's one of the things that really takes practice for a lot of us to make sure, first of all, that we're finding safe places to practice in. And that's definitely a big part of what I'm trying to create here, is just a place where we all are, on some area of that spectrum of having difficulty in our relationship with ourselves, and therefore most of us have probably had some version of a difficulty in relationship connecting with and sharing with others. And so I recommend you to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone and share when you otherwise might not have, or ask for the support that you need in a way that you think is appropriate and safe. But it really does, it just takes having that conversation within of like, well, what can I share? Or what do I know? What like little nugget of information can I come up with to give, and see how that feels and see what the reaction is? Because we're basing so much of our experience and our behavior now on the reactions we got way back when from people who were most likely not in touch with their feelings or unable to communicate or process them. And because we're all coming from those kinds of backgrounds in the world today, it's not always easy to find safe places to open up or to figure out who you are and then share it. But I really would love for this to be one of those spaces where we can suspend a judgment of self and others, and be less picky about everything that we're willing to open up and share. And the other thing I'll offer for that, which many of you may have heard me say before, is sometimes it's really helpful to start the phrasing, whether in your mind first or actually speaking, to say, a part of me is feeling such and such, because that kind of gives your left brain what it wants by immediately compartmentalizing. And so you're not taking full accountability that I'm 100%, whatever this feeling word is, but you're making space for a part of you to feel one thing. And so sometimes that can kind of like free you up a little bit to access some more information.